Hello there. Today I want to talk about 2, 3, and 4-year-olds and play and behavior to get their needs met or sometimes just their desires met and whiny behavior. Sometimes our 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and 4-year-olds continue to whine or throw a fit or, cry instead of asking for what it is that they want and or what they need. And sometimes this comes during their social activities. So if we have little Johnny and little Janie playing in a playground with siblings or other people from a daycare or family friends, sometimes these kids will throw things at each other, or they might just cry because they're not getting their way. One of the things that some parents do is they label the child. That's my whiny one. Or sometimes they give them a nickname, Misery, or Squeaky, or, there's lots of them. I know of one person who was named Tara, and her middle name was Beth, and her grandfather labeled her Terrible Beth. So what are we doing to our kids when we label them like that? We think it's funny, we think it's cute, but really we're labeling them with something that could perpetuate a behavior. Think about that for a moment. So if you have kids that are close together, say you have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and then you have a newborn baby. They were all different when they were born. Every single one of them was cried for what they needed, or made noises and did different things that they needed to do to get your attention. But maybe one had colic. So would you call this child your whiny child? Some parents do. And what I am hoping this video does is help you realize that each child is different. And when we label our kids, we help them to become who we label them. For instance, if you think that a child is super caring, and as they grow up, you continuously tell them, you're going to be a great nurse someday. The underlying feeling of that, becoming a nurse, continues throughout life. They may do education to become a nurse and not even know why, or if that's what they really want to do. I have known people who have gone to school to become teachers because everybody in their family is a teacher. And then when asked why they want to become a teacher, personally, why? They just say things like, I've always been gonna be a teacher. They never really made up their own mind. So just remembering that your child, even at age 2, 3, and 4, starts to make decisions on what they're going to be when they are older. It's so important to allow them to explore. Help them to work out some of their own differences with their siblings and their playmates. Help them to talk and use words instead of whining. Help them to talk and use words instead of hiding. Help them to express how they feel and what they need. Something my mom used to do with me is, and from as long as I can remember, is she used to make faces. You know those charts on the wall at the doctor's office where you have the level of pain? Well, my mom used to use those for feelings, and I know there's feeling charts out there too. And she would make faces and then act out that face. And from that, I learned the difference of feelings, words to use, ways to express myself. And I've been able to explain how I'm feeling to other people. It would be a really good idea for you to play a game like this with your children. Age 2, 3, and 4, they'll have fun with it. They'll be learning something deep, something that they can use forever. And sometimes when they're older, they won't even realize where it came from, but they'll have this skill. So let's label our kids with happy words, like this is my expressive child. They all express themselves, but this one expresses herself more freely. Not whiny. Maybe this is your adventurous child. All kids like adventure, some a little more than others. Happy parenting brings happy children. And when you parent from the inside out, you help your children learn how to express themselves, how to get their needs met, and also how to have compassion for others. Because that is how they will talk with their friends, and their friends will also learn how to express themselves. Thank you. See you next time.